front of the
We've all
line.
waited. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Keith Scott, and Brock. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, well, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Complete out to the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives them the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, ball at the 36. This set of down starts with an option right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. That's complete to Jackson. And they take him down right along the 30. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Motion man sent left. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Finds his target, Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
They'll throw it on 1st and goal. Pocket isn't holding to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he drives this forward to the 6. A pickup of 4, that brings up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Man in motion, headed right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Calling about a half dozen on the run. That's going to be 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Completed to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Secures this at the 17. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. He mixes it in for the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it there for one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys go up 10-zip here in the first.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Thanks to the penalty, they'll kick it away from further up the field. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and 4 coming up now. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll give him a first down. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pass play now. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll throw it again. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got 4th down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw it on 1st down. Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This throw is caught. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. That outruns their offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing now on 1st down. It is caught left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're going play action. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hall running between the tackles. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 34. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Right up the gut. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a 1st down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Touchdown! So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys take the lead on that successful kick.
Our home team, 13.
after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Complete out to the right side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up first down. Running back sent in motion. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and that'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing it again here. Throwing this back in the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up second down. He'll throw it yet again. That's complete to Jackson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the red zone now. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 6. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. They'll have to be quick about anything they want to do here. We're just moments away from halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's how the first half will end. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. This one finds Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete out to the right. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he gets in, touchdown! Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead.
Visitors 21, our home team 20.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jukes one defender. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll throw on first. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now looking to throw. Complete over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And they're going to have a first down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They'll run here from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Flush down now to his left. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, in a play like that, will go for a big gain.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running back sent in motion. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Finds his target, Hall. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Catch made over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives them the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
A give to Hall now on the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. This offense getting all set for this series. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his number one premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yeah.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
That one's complete over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working inside the red zone. Caught by Myers, left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it yet again. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Intercepted in the end zone.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back. Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The offense headed back to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Running back sent in motion. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal Got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. Is in. Touchdown. These guys now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Visitors 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw it. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! These guys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see
Previous
if this
play
was
is under
indeed a
review.
touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Desperation time here on fourth. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. A touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over first and goal. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Hall takes it straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, like air out of a balloon. You saw all the excitement disappear when they saw the flag in the backfield. That penalty nullifies the INT.
Well, don't hit the quarterback then, Kate. Certainly don't rough him. Crying out loud.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. One final shot here. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals.